to the channel, and here we are back down the AliExpress rabbit hole again, from a brand which has been kind of knocking around for a little while, seen it on Instagram, and a few other YouTube channels have picked some of these up from this brand is Lacz Denton, which I guess is a slightly less silly name than some of the ones that we've seen out there. But anyway, here we go. This is what you get. This is just a plain cardboard box. It's got that kind of soft feel to it, whatever they cover it with. And rather interestingly, on the back, it's got that German address on there, which I believe that they're like a warehouse or something like that. But anyway, let's get into the box. Plain cardboard box, as I said, a little piece of foam on the top. You get your obligatory cleaning cloth, and this one comes with 2 straps, and also a warranty card of sorts, and an instruction manual. And then you get to the watch. You just get rid of that and put this to one side, and now here we go. There it is. As you can see, it is a GMT of sorts. It's, I guess, what you would call an office GMT or a desk GMT. It is available in this version in the blue. It can come on a bracelet, or you can get it with 2 straps, and we will talk about those in a moment. And also there is another colorway, which is rather than the blue, it's all black. But with orange accents on the GMT hand and around the dial, and I will put a picture up somewhere here-ish so that you can take a look at that. Just give that a quick little wipe over. Yes, so the 2 straps that it comes with, just before we get into that, this is the other one that you get with it, and it is got this deployant or double deployant release on it. So yeah, you get that, and it is actually really stiff. It's kind of a bit too stiff, so that would take some breaking in. So that is why it is on this kind of traditional Bond style strap. So yes, so let's get into this. It is a homage to a Mido Ocean Star, and the Mido Ocean Star is actually quite a bit bigger than this. I think they're a 43mm. So what they've done is they've shrunk it, and it is a 40mm case. Across here is 40mm, including the crown is 43.3. We have a lug to lug of 47.3. a thickness of 12.6mm, including that the bezel, which is just ever so slightly raised above the sapphire crystal. We've got a lug width of 20mm and a weight on this strap of 98 grams, and on the other strap it's slightly heavier at 100 grams. So it's this Lacz Denton I'm pretty sure is something to do with Pagani design, because when you get to the strap, there we go, Pagani design. That's kind of a bit of a giveaway, and Pagani design there. So I think this is another one of their kind of sub brands. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad watch, and you would think that you know, because it's kind of shrunk down, it's great for those with smaller wrists. But it is not all sunshine and rainbows, and I shall tell you why shortly. But anyway, on the dial we have a rehort with your 24-hour markers in there, and then you drop down onto a printed minute track with applied indices. As you can probably see, the indice at the 12 is just ever so slightly not quite straight. The one at the 6 o'clock is better, but yes, there we go. We have the Lacz Denton logo at the 12 o'clock, which is printed, then Lacz Denton printed below that, and then in blue, it's very difficult to see, is 200 meters, water resistant and automatic. We have, as I said, sapphire crystal with it does say on their website that they do have some AR coating, not sure how much, and we have a ceramic bezel insert. All the indices are loom filled, and as are the hands, and the little blue arrow tip, that little triangle, is also loomed, and there is a loom pip at the top. The bezel is a 120 click bi-directional. I don't know if you can hear that. When you get to here, there's no clicks. And then they come back again. So that's a bit weird. But yeah, there we go. And as far as lining up, it's not too bad. The feel of the bezel is it's a little on the spongy side, but it's okay. I would say the clicks that are there are quite positive, but when you get down to sort of between the 8 and the 6, there's no clicks. So I don't really know what that's all about. The movement inside this is a Mingzhu DG5833, so 24-hour forehand automatic with a date complication, which you can see there at the 3 o'clock. Now it's not been running too bad. I'll pop a little thingy up here which will show you the little time grapher app that I've got and how it did. So yeah, plus 7 seconds per day, 1.3 millisecond beat error, so beat error is a little on the high side. And I don't really know that much about the Mingzhu movement. I've not had one before. I do believe it's the same one that Pagani Design use in their homage to the GMT Master 2. They state it as a 30-hour power reserve, and that's one of the downsides that I've kind of found with this. That 30-hour power reserve is being a bit generous. I've not actually managed to get any more than about 24 hours out of this. So yeah, the power reserve is a bit on the low side. The strap is just your kind of dead bog standard Bond style NATO type strap, and we'll just slide that off of there so that we can take a look at the case back. And it's I've heard some people say that they thought that might be a press-on case back. I'm pretty sure that it is actually screwed down, and you need you know, the proper tool to remove it. And as you can see, you've got the world map printed on the back, automatic stainless steel, Lacz Denton, water resistant to 200 meters. I mean, if they're giving this 200 meter water resistance, that, you know, there's no way that that's a push-on case back. That must be screwed down. Now then, on the other kind of negative side is by shrinking a watch down to kind of make it fit slightly smaller wrists. It's kind of, they've done it across the board. So what the crown is actually really difficult to use, and the hand winding on it, I mean, is, once you've got used to it, it's not too bad, but I would say it's actually really quite tight. And those crown guards, you know, they really do a good job of protecting that crown, which is signed, but you know, it does make it difficult to get at. So it's not a screw down crown, but you pulling it out to the first position is an absolute nightmare. As you can see, the movement hacks, so I've pulled it out to the second position, and as you change it, you will see the GMT hand tracks along with it. You can change it separately by moving it into the first position and turning the crown towards you so you can set it. It's not a 1 hour jump, it is kind of continuous as you go, and as you can see, it's now, for some reason, it's made that minute hand move. So yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that this is really see, now it's gone back in again part way. Let's go all the way around and see if we can get that date to sit in the window properly. So now that's just changed over at 10 past 10, which is a bit odd. So then we're going to go again. I'm not convinced that this is right. Do I see the value in this thing? Well, to be honest with you, They retail, they're just over 60 quid, I think, with these two straps. If you want it on the bracelet, they're about £78. But to be fair, because you've got to fiddle with the crown, and because it's so difficult to get it in exactly the right place to set your time and to set your GMT hand and to set your date, I'm just not convinced. I think there's better options out there. But yeah, there we go. That is my thoughts on the Lacz Denton. Oh, it does have loom, and to be fair, the loom isn't too bad. And I'll put some loom shots up in the top corner there, so you can take a look at that, a little bit of video. It's not breathtaking or outstanding. It's two colour. You've got the blue and the green, a mixture of the two. So yeah, I mean, it's okay, but yeah, nothing to write home about. So final thoughts. I think for the sort of money you're paying for this, maybe spend a little more and get something slightly different. It's a reasonable attempt at homaging something a bit different from what they normally do, but I'm not entirely sure that I could wholeheartedly recommend it, if I'm honest. So yeah, there we go. That's my kind of thoughts on that. Let me know what you think. Have you got experience of anything with this Mingzhu DG5833 24-hour /GMT movement? And if you have, how have you got on with it? Have you got one in one of these Pagani design homages? Let me know in the comments. But please give this video a thumbs up. That's the best way that you can help the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all the rest of it. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers for now.